good evening, Misfits. How's it going out there? I hope all is well. We had some technical difficulties, we're starting to catch the remnants of Hurricane Ian. So I hope and pray before we even get this started, out there, you're safe. Um, you're keeping yourself covered and all of that good stuff, and keeping you guys in prayer. Outside of that, I hope you guys are having an amazing Friday. For those who are in the DC area, I know this was kind of a 180 shift from going outside to 80 degrees weather to having us put our coats on. But anywho, thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, I wanted you guys to tap in because this is a big one. This show tonight, we are doing the battle of the sexes. Who does it best when it comes to traveling? Our special guest, well, as always, it's your host, Reese the Shenanigator. To my left or to my right for some of you guys, I have my other host, Mr. Reggie. You there?
Yep, West Coast Wild Child here. Again, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate the guests for being able to make it. We understand everybody got some difficulties, but we really, really do appreciate it. We hope you guys are going to enjoy the show. We try our best to put forth, a quality entertainment and an information segment for all of you guys.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we have our special guest repping for Team Venus, Miss Sameka Weldon. How are you doing, Miss Lady?
Team Venus.
Team Venus in the house. You can give us a little brief background about who you are, where you're from, what you do.
Yeah, my name is Sameka. I'm from the DMV. I grew up in Suitland. What else? I'm a travel agent, and we gonna win. We gonna win. If this is a winning thing, we gonna win
Not
all
today.
day.
Venus for the win. Team Venus for
Not
the
today. And I'm gonna go ahead and introduce my man, Mr. Sion Morgan over here, repping for Team Mars. Of course, you know, is where the real truth is on this side over here, because we still don't understand Venus at all. I can't even remember where that is in the little map thing for the planets. Like it's so that's how we gonna rock it. Thank you for being able to be with us, sir. Give us a little background about yourself.
Well, my name's Sion. I'm an accountant. Uh, my family's from a different country, so I know a few things about
Nah,
travel.
say the country because somebody on here. Not you guys say it.
Huh?
You guys say it. You guys say the country.
Well, my family's from Jamaica, so we
Ah,
used to traveling. We
look at her face.
do
Look at her
quite a bit of
face.
traveling. So let's see how it go down. Let's see how it go down.
Ooh, West Coast Wild Child coming out with the guns. You playing dirty. Come on, Team Venus. Come
It
on,
is what it is.
it's
It's
on.
okay. It's okay. I lived in St. Thomas for 6 months. I lived in Puerto Rico for 3. So, we own it.
No, we gonna try to come for my number one backyard spot, but it's okay. It's
Okay,
okay.
we
It's
we gonna see how
okay.
this go down today.
We are, yeah, we pulling out the guns today. Okay, so let me start with this. Do you all think and truly believe that men and women travel differently?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Is it one supporting fact that kind of stands out as to why you believe that? And if so, what would be that one supporting fact as to why you think we travel differently?
Well, the times have changed. So, guys put just as much into their appearance as females do. And, they want to look good too, but they do minimize a lot more than what we do.
That's a
I
good
will say that.
that's a good perspective.
Like they may pack a pair of boxes for, Monday through Saturday because that's how long we gonna be there. But we gonna pack three pair of underwears for each day for no apparent reason.
That is
And
so
we might
nice.
throw some extras in there. It just won't take us about 3-4 hours or 3-4 days to pack it. That's the difference.
I think I packed the day of. It's horrible. I have my suitcase sitting out for probably I might pull it out that week. Maybe if I'm leaving on Friday, I'll pull my suitcase out on a Monday or a Tuesday. But then if I'm leaving early Friday morning, I ain't packing till Thursday night. But see, I done bought all my stuff. So I ain't really got to pack all my stuff just sitting in the bags. You know what I'm saying?
See,
See,
we done already bought the stuff. It's out the bag. It's folded up. It's in the corner somewhere, and the suitcase right underneath it. So by the time Wednesday come, we pack because we ready
we
to go.
done.
We
We
ready
are
to go.
done.
When it's time to board, we don't even want to wait. We trying to
We are
board the night
done,
before.
son.
Actually, if we could, we boarding in our sleep.
What? Tell her again, bro. Like tell her, we done.
Sleep. I'm
That's
on the
why y'all
plane.
don't never have nothing. Y'all don't come with no lotion. Y'all barely be having deodorant. Y'all forget everything, but we be having it all. We have it all in our bag. Y'all be asking. Y'all be running around here ashy.
So I'm just gonna get it to you. I'm just gonna see how you said we packed by Wednesday. So we've already, assessed the situation, and we only taking the necessities. At the end of the day, the resort, the hotel, the place we staying, you know what I'm saying? And that's just the no tail motel. They gonna have some lotion, some shampoo, some soap. They gonna provide all that. Like so at the end of the day, hey bro, can you tell her what's the move? If you go down to the front desk, what can you get?
Everything
Thank you.
down to
I
the
ain't about
toothbrush.
Hmm.
to listen.
Everything.
Okay. So that's a good.
I,
So that's a good question. Before we dive into that, um, so y'all saying roughly 2-3 days before the day of departure, you're pretty much already packed, ready to go. No circling back. You already know what it is. When that day comes, you just grabbing your suitcase and you out.
Of
From the
course.
time of your departure, how long does it take for you to even start to get the planning going as far as you packing, planning out what you're going to wear? Like, when does that process start for you? Is that like 3 months out, 6 months out? Up until you get up until that day where you say, okay, I got everything that I know that I'm going to take on my checklist. Is
I
going in
think
the
it
bag.
depends on where you going.
Okay.
I think it depends on where you going. Because if you going somewhere you ain't never been, like say you going to Aruba, right? You ain't never been there and you plan on turning up. You might, I don't know about y'all. I'm looking 6 months. I've been looking for outfits for probably a whole year since I bought the ticket.
Mm-mm.
So
But
what's your answer, man? What's your she's saying 6 months to a year.
nah. I'll be honest with you about this. All right, so I know a couple of months closer to the pot because I got all these other things I'm taking care of. I'm gonna make sure I look good, but I'm not gonna wait 6-7 months to kind of figure out what I want to wear because times change. Very like it's changed like the weather. So I want to get close to the time, so I just stay in relevance of the how you wear your gear. So for the most part, I just wait a little bit, but I don't wait till last minute because I notice every time you wait till last minute, you can't get nothing that you need. So I put it a couple of months in advance.
Man,
Yeah,
look,
I'm
I
looking
go
through the whole year, even all the way 3 days up until it's time to leave. I'm going to do that Amazon Prime so it can get there tomorrow. You know what
you
I'm
see this
saying?
bag?
But I'm
This bag
looking through
is
the whole
packed 3 days
year.
before the trip. That is it. That's all I need. One
That's
book bag.
it. That's all you taking?
That's it.
He gonna be ashy the whole trip. I hope you don't go nowhere with me.
Well,
You talk
I'm not
about that.
spending one
They
ounce of
talk. He
my
talk about they got everything at the front desk.
Hey,
That
look,
watered down lotion. You gonna
you
be
Hey,
you don't
ashy
see
the
what
whole trip.
but see, look, Sion has traveled with me. We've been on vacation. I
mm-hmm,
can get a week's worth of clothes in there,
in a
two
book bag.
pairs of shoes, every toiletry known to man, a backup charger, a backup phone, a backup battery, and some food for snacks on the plane if I need to.
Where you get that book bag from?
Hey,
That's one of them.
want
That's
me
one
want
of
me to
them
tell you the truth?
survive.
Want me
That's
to tell
one of
you
them
the truth?
survival kit book bags.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all. The Baltimore flea market. That's why I carry everything.
So to that point,
That's
what
a
are
coast.
what
That's a Coast Guard book bag. That book
You put
bag
one of them
just
so is
for
big
it
Coast
just
dog, one of
a
them
Guard.
book
big
bag
old
from
sports
Jumanji,
duffel
where you
bags, one of them
pulling out
sports gym bags.
bazookas
You get one
Hey,
of them.
and
you
everything
know what I'm
you think
saying?
for you
Get
put
one of
out
them
there in
team
that thing
bags.
come out. That's a magical
That's
ball
right. It's a
bag.
magic book bag.
Backpack, backpack. That's
Pull a canoe.
a
We go white water rafting. He gonna pull a canoe out.
off the hook.
Hey,
Off
bro,
the hook.
don't let them do that.
Off the hook.
We keep it all the way funky with you. I'm gonna tell you where I got it.
Oh,
So
magic backpack.
so regardless of the destination, regardless of wherever you go, what are like your top 5 must-haves when you're packing?
Mm,
Oh man.
this is
Shoes.
gonna be interesting.
So
Shoes. You said the top 5 things I must have when I'm going
Yeah,
out of town.
regardless of
Shoes,
where you're going.
shoes, clothes, hair products, perfume, and makeup.
all right, let's keep it funky. All I need is shoes, drawers, socks, shirts, and some pants. I'm good. Everything else I can buy while I'm there.
Yeah, but
Oh,
that's
Keep it
need it.
100.
that's clothes.
That's everything. Everything else I can buy while I'm there. That's what the front desk for. Like I said, I can get lotion. I can get toothpaste. I can get man. I can get you get another room. If you don't like that sink, go get another room. But
You a hot mess. He said
everything you
another
need right
room.
down there at the
Hey,
front desk. You can get a little. You know how since I got hair, I got with them little hair bonnets. I can go buy one of them right there when I go wash my hair. So I only need to bring that with me. So some things that we pack is we don't really need to pack unless I could see if we was going to one of them destinations where you out in the wilderness in the you know what I mean.
And
So
then
it's
that's
more
when
like
you
a
get a
survival
magic
type thing.
backpack. And you
But
bring your
if we
magic
going
backpack.
if we going to another country that got a city, a major city or something like that, you know them hotels up the pop. I mean,
Mm-mm,
their
Yeah,
best
but
thing is tourism, so they're gonna give you
mm-mm.
everything that you need for the right price at the front desk.
well, honestly, I've seen it for the wrong price in some places. Like I know for a fact one of my must-haves, in addition to some of the basics that Sameka had pointed out. Like I know stuff like I catch migraines, right? So something as simple as Excedrin, and I know for a fact they sell Tylenol, in other places. They sell Excedrin in other places. I've learned, especially going to my favorite place, Jamaica, the versions that they have. It may not necessarily be the Excedrin brand, but like I get my Panadol or
Mm-hmm.
whatever the case
Mm-hmm.
may be. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
However, I know the difference. Like I can go to Amazon and I can get my Excedrin where it's like 100 in a bottle for like $5 versus I go over there and they got 20 in a bottle for $20.
Girl, you lying. When you
And I
live,
know that
it'd
extra
be
change.
three in the It'd be three in the bottle for $65.
Yeah.
not
Listen,
65.
But
Jesus
that's
when I
Christ.
but
live,
what's the conversion rate? Let's be honest.
man,
Let's say
the
$65.
No,
devil,
I,
the
we
devil
talking.
is the
Like
conversion. Let
really,
me tell
like
you
what?
something.
Two,
Now
three
with the
I
price
dollars.
I was saying that that's what it costs
it
as far
do
as
it be
US dollars
overpriced,
Yeah,
and
it
other
does.
especially if everything is shipped in from the states. I know when I lived out of the country, I mean, I still was a part of the country, but lived out of the country, everything was shipped in. So, like, a gallon of milk is running you like $10. And you like a gallon of milk? Well, over here, you know what I'm saying? Milk ain't nothing but like what, $4 or something like that? Maybe $4. It's
That's
like,
the milk you drink, because the milk I drink, damn, is $7. Like it's
I'm just saying, I drink lactate, so I mean it's a little expensive, but I mean at the time, I'm just saying, we in another, I'm in another space in another country. They don't even have lactate milk. You just gotta buy the vitamin D, right? And it's
you
expensive.
gotta put some
But
water on
then,
that damn.
look, put some water on it. But then cigarettes was like $2.
Mm-hmm.
Cigarettes was like $2. People
And
was,
some of
man.
in some of them countries, cigarette. I mean, people who smoke, that's the minority, real minority. They don't really smoke in them countries. Period. So the value of that's going to be a little bit lower than the actual value of excuse me, of like the medicine that you need for a headache. See, that's more common because they know more tourists. Once they come off the plane,
Mhm.
the jet lag, they done had their ears popped. So now they need medicine for that. Whereas cigarettes, and once you get into another country, the last thing you thinking about is smoking
You're a liar.
a
For a
jack.
person who smoke a cigarette,
I'm trying. I'm
listen,
trying to get
I
drafted.
used to smoke
Especially if
cigarettes.
they don't like flying, the nerves all worked up. They want that
Come on
Newport.
now. You done rode that thing for about 18 hours to get to Kalamazoo. The first thing you want to do when you get outside is light a cigarette. If you a
Right,
cigarette person, you want to light it on the plane. You hear
right.
me?
Mm, there she go.
Shoot. Tell
So,
my
Light it
okay,
up
son.
while
so I
I'm
got
flying.
another
Get
good
that stress
question.
out
Another
right
good
there.
question. No, I
That's
got another
funny.
good question for y'all because it just kind of spun around in my head as to okay. The question is, when you're getting ready to go on vacation or going on a trip, do you find it necessary, like mandatory, for you to buy new clothes specifically for a
But
vacation?
that was gonna be my number one question.
Yes.
Well, we had to build up to that. We couldn't just go right
Yes.
in
I
hard
think
with
you
it.
should. Yeah, I think you supposed to buy
But
new
that's
clothes.
a two-part question. So, do you feel that you have to buy new clothes when
Yes.
you're going on vacation? And if so, why? Because remember, you're going on vacation somewhere where people has never seen your wardrobe back home. So, why is it
I
important?
do. Yes, with a sprinkle of some stuff that I already got. You know what I'm saying? But yes, I do. I don't know. Because I feel like I'm going somewhere brand new, so I'm gonna be brand new.
Okay.
I
You
agree.
know what I'm saying? I want to walk down the street shining. You know, who is that? I
I got to
can't,
agree with that
I,
one.
I can't go with, you know what I'm saying, with a pair of jeans that I don't wash like 7 times. It ain't got the same color no more. You know, but the fresh ones, they fitting extra nice. Feeling, you know what I mean? You to
Okay.
walk down the street.
I can get
Yeah.
that. I can get
I,
that.
Mhm.
I
I
can get that.
I gotta agree with that because I agree with that. When you stepping into a whole different place, you want to feel different. You want to feel
Hell.
brand new. You know what I mean? So you gonna spend that money. It's just like if you going out, if you going out for the night, you gonna spend that money because you know you going out for the night. This is a whole
Mhm.
different level of going out. This going out
Mhm.
of a town. This letting some people from a whole nother state know your and feel your swag.
Mhm. Come
They
on, Sean.
when they say DC walk past, they know DC done
Hmm.
walked.
Come on,
You
Sean. He
gonna
So
hit
preaching
of
it.
to
You
the
course
gonna hit it
choir.
100
I am
right.
not. So of course
You
I'm
gonna
not
hit it
agreeing with
50
either one of them
out of
at this
50
point,
first.
He
because
preaching
at
to the
the end of the
choir.
day, if I
You
show up
see
in a
what
new
I'm saying?
place, everything I bring with me is new to them.
Mm.
Yeah.
See,
See,
we
when
knew
I'm
he was gonna say
I
something
want to
crazy. He traveled with a backpack.
I want to know when I'm new to myself. Everybody gonna know I'm new. They gonna know
Mhm.
because I
You're
know I'm.
right. You're right.
It's
There
a
you
different type
go.
of swag
Different.
when
You
you walk
feel
It's
down
the
the street.
it's the experience, you know. You
you
there at the
feel
new place. You done fluffed out your new outfit. I'ma wear this. Uh, you know, Get in the
Man,
mirror. You ain't never seen yourself in it before. You in the mirror snapping. Click, click, click.
the night before the first day of school. Listen to this.
I definitely be cheesing like I'm on my going to ninth grade.
Mm-hmm. I got to agree, man. You got
Reggie is a
to.
mess. Reggie is a mess. And you know what? Don't invite me on no trip that you go to. He is a mess. He traveling traveling
Tell
with
her
a
what you
magic
missing out on, bro. I'm
traveling
telling
with a
you.
magic backpack.
Let me tell you about my
A
brother.
magic
My brother problem
backpack
is,
with clothes from the 8th grade. And you think I'm gonna be with
Hey, bro,
you?
you gotta tell her.
No.
You gotta
bro be
tell her. You
having
gotta tell
clothes,
her,
man.
bro.
Bro be having clothes, bro black clothes, and put clothes down. So by the time you talking about shopping, Younger got fresh shit in the cut, fresh stuff in the cut. So you can't even, like, you don't understand why you going to get yourself ready. He done got several hats. Oh, I bought these hats months ago. Well,
Yeah, but he just said
but he wasn't preparing for no trip. That's the funny thing. He wasn't preparing for no trip. This is how he shops. He just shops in that fashion.
lesson.
It's
Amen.
like, okay, so one thing
Yeah,
about
it's already
when we
there.
shop, we kind
This
of
is my
shop in
regular
bulk.
gear.
We kind of shop in bulk. So we might get a few things that may look around the same or may be the same. You know what I mean? But it ain't the same because we ain't never put them on before. We put the first pair on, but we still got 2-3 more pairs. May look similar, may look different.
Like, you see this shirt?
How you do it.
You see this shirt? I can guarantee you I can go in the closet right now and pull out at least 8 of these joints that look the same, but 8. I can promise you, and you ain't never seen them, and nor has anybody else.
Reggie,
put them on.
if we ever go somewhere,
up in the bag, and that's why he put the 2 shoes. He probably done bought them. He done put them up, ain't put them on his feet.
Sean, don't defend his act.
No, I'm telling you how.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Done travel together. I done experienced this first.
Sean, yeah, but you a man. You a whole man, so you can get it.
Chilling.
See, just think about it. If you go out and buy, like for me, I like Air Max, right? Nike Air Max. Mm-hmm. If I buy a pair of Air Max and I buy them in blue, I'm gonna buy them in green. But I ain't gonna wear the green ones because there's a particular shirt or a hat or something I want to wear with the green ones. So the green ones can sit for like 4 months and never be touched. And then all of a sudden you see green, like, ooh, them new. No, they're not. They're actually just as old as the blue ones.
That's how he shot. I'm trying to tell y'all some real. We done been on a few vacations.
Okay, we can get it.
It's still kind of sort of brand new because he hasn't worn it, but it's not technically brand new because it's been some time since he purchased it. So I can get it from that perspective.
If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
Look, I get it. Y'all reaching, but I get it.
I guess because with us,
I'm telling you, he's a little different. He shop in bulk, and then it stay fresh, and that's what he pull out. I got another man like that. That when you go in his closet, it's like almost like you young ladies. A lot of his stuff still got tags on it. Now he done bought it a brick ago now, and it's fly. It ain't no average. It's fly. So when he step out, if he ever step out in it, you would think he just bought them.
Clean. He's stepping clean, huh?
Yeah. And you would think he just bought them, but he done bought it like a brick ago, and he just put them in his closet. And when he wait for the occasion, and when the occasion come, they break it out. I think we stay ready for the occasion.
That's the difference between men and women. Men are always ready for the occasion. Like we always got something for something.
Men's stuff is hard to get. Let's be
honest. But y'all stuff is pretty simple and basic.
Men's stuff a little bit more harder to get.
Y'all can get a fresh pair of jeans and you can either dress it up with a t-shirt dress it down with a fresh t-shirt or dress it up with a dressy shirt and that's it. We got to figure out what's the right type of dress depending on the occasion. We got to do the sit down test depending on where we're going to be at. Because if we're going to be sitting down, we got to make sure that that's not the dress that's going to rise up on us. If we know we're going somewhere to where we're going to get our eat on, we know we can't wear that fitted dress with that girdle on because we're going to pass out. We're going to, because
If we want y'all to look at us a certain type of way, we gotta make sure the jeans fitting just right, the
I
dress
mean,
fitting just tight. You
they
know, just a little
they
something.
have to have day makeup and night makeup. It's
Come
a
on
big
now.
difference with that. It's
What?
a big
Come on now.
it's a such
Yeah,
thing
I
as day
understand that.
makeup and night makeup. And I did not understand it at first because I was never really that type to be heavy on makeup. Give my lip gloss, my liner, and I'm good. But when I really started getting into it, I was like, okay, I get it. It's some type of makeup that's just not appropriate to wear in the daytime. You can't
Mm-mm.
be bold and beautiful with the popping colors in the broad daylight because then you kind of look like Homie the Clown. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? But at the nighttime, even with some of your makeup, you can kind of jump out there and illuminate it a little bit because of the lighting. That's why they call it daytime and nighttime makeup because of the lighting. So at nighttime it kind of dims it or whatever. So it gets detailed like that. But
You know, we have a lot more
you know,
going with us where it requires us to bring a lot more to the table. See, y'all can bring your little hats and your slouch socks and your little tennis shoes and some shorts. But we got to bring a purse, some makeup, some shoes, a
All right.
girdle.
So
We
look,
got
I'm gonna
we got
try
a
it out.
list.
I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna try it out. So since y'all gotta bring all that on my next trip, I'm gonna take a European man bag and see how packing all that. See how that work out. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see. She talking about purses. I'm gonna take a European man bag. I'm gonna see what that working.
Hey, no, my dad used to carry that. That's why I'm laughing when you said that. My dad used to pack that on every occasion and still be packed quicker than everybody else. Had a little shaving kit, his little shaver, his little bed trimmer, all of that. Had all of that in the kit. And I swear, when I say my father was one of the fastest packers in the whole house. So I've seen men carry bags and still be packed faster than women.
cool. So real quick pause. We just had an addition to the show. Even though we're not gonna let Team Mars dominate us just because there's more men on the panel. So for you guys that's watching out there, tune in. Especially ladies, we need y'all to chime in. We have Mr. DeAndre Black standing in for our standing in as a guest host for Mr. Nelson. He's out on the field again with the fellas. So
What
how's
up?
it going, Mr. Black?
How you doing?
Good in yourself.
Hello, hello.
All right. So
Dre, what's up, man?
so
What up?
switching it up a bit, we didn't touch
I
base
don't
on
see
a lot about
nobody, but hey, how you doing?
we could go on and on about the packing,
So
right? So
right, so now I'm about to switch gears. Let me hit them with one real quick, Reese. We're about to
okay,
switch gears, and I mean actually change course completely.
okay.
So we still gonna stay on men versus women is the theme, but here's the question, and I want each person, to give a wholehearted answer, all the way through. Can your significant other plan a vacation from start to finish for you without your knowledge? We're gonna let the women from the Venus crew go first.
I'm gonna say personally for me, especially even if I wasn't a travel agent, even though I know definitely with me being a travel agent, it's a no. But even before me being a travel agent, it's a no. He can plan a day activity without telling me or a day event, but he cannot plan a whole entire trip and not let me know. It's a no. And it's solely based off of a lot of things that y'all has stated today. Like you guys are really y'all keep it simple. You keep it basic. We got to know all details so that we can be prepared for every single thing. And I can't. I would hate to be in a position where, like, let's just think about some of the things we went through and some of the changes that we went through with COVID alone. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys, and I'm not even gonna just put it all on guys, but for the most part, a lot of guys, especially if you're not a travel professional, They don't think about those ins and outs. I mess around and had this man plan a whole daggone trip for us to go out the country, and he don't got a passport. You know what I'm saying? He don't think that he need one to go. He thinking that, he could go to Jamaica without a passport type deal. So because of stuff like that, especially if we haven't had any type of previous conversations about things, you cannot plan an entire trip for me. No.
I'm
Maybe
going to say,
maybe a little cookout, picnic, whatever the case may be. Maybe we can go to the gun range and go out to eat, but you're not gonna do a whole trip for me
Mm,
without me knowing.
mm.
me personally, I don't know if it's a Pisces thing, Ree, but I ain't really big on surprises. You know what I'm saying? But I like to be surprised. I think in some form, my thing is
Don't right? I get you.
I would, I would really love to be in a relationship where he surprised me and I wake up and we gotta get on a plane and it's this amazing trip and I can tell everybody and show off pictures and stuff, but I don't trust that nigga. So
No, we're not gonna say that. Not on lie. Not on lie.
excuse me, but I'm just saying.
No, no, Sweet.
I'm just saying.
I don't got the boots, but we're
Man,
not gonna
I'm-
use that
and
language.
See,
I
Steven is
refrain.
100 and funky out here.
I refrain from using that word, but in Jesus' merciful name, we all know that ain't happening over here. Uh-uh.
Wow.
I
The
can't.
lack of faith. Wow.
And I want to
But
have
no,
that
it's
faith.
not even a lack of faith. Like y'all clearly,
Mm.
like every man on here, and I'm not even gonna. I'm
And we're
not
not
gonna
going to
go
say
beyond
every
that
man.
yet because he hasn't answered yet.
We're not
But
going to say every man
but
because some guys
that's why I
really
said I'm
show
not gonna
up.
go every man. But for the most part, the bulk of men like
Mm,
to keep it simple.
mm.
They are not as detail oriented as women are. And for
Come on
certain
now.
things, that's why I said you can do certain events or smaller surprises, but for certain things, especially when it comes to traveling, that requires a lot of details.
I
And
don't
again,
even want to trust them with a birthday party. You know
unless
what I'm saying?
you did some serious training, or if you did a travel professional, or unless you went to an actual travel agent for us, you can't, you can't, you cannot.
See, you know, I ain't trying to trust. I don't want to trust him to do a birthday party, a brunch party. I don't want to trust him to, I'm just saying it. I just don't agree with that. And like Reese said, if you invested into a travel agent or something like that, like you put this idea together and you actually went out and found someone to fulfill this, then yes. But if you doing it, no. Because
The lack of faith.
why would I trust somebody with a magic backpack? It
See,
might not even have lotion in it. You know what I'm saying?
see, that's funny because I'm
Oh,
gonna
you
come
mess
back and
around and
I'm
they
about to
got
scorch Venus out here.
winter
So
storm when we
I'm gonna
get
go last. I'm gonna go last. So I'm gonna let our guest, Mr. Morgan, I'm gonna let him go. Dre, then you can speak your piece on the question because you know what? We're about to push Venus all the way out to Uranus. You dig what I'm saying?
Nah, let me find me my no, which y'all not gonna
This,
which y'all not gonna do.
hey,
Was
I
not
mean,
gonna go down.
no ganging up, no ganging up, because I do believe, you know, I don't know if there's another person that is willing to step in for Team Venus and give y'all a different look or a different opinion. But there's somebody out there, you know what I mean? But Mr. Morgan, you go ahead and you go ahead and speak your piece, and then let me work on something over here.
all right. So we talking about our significant other. I got faith in mine. So yeah, I'm gonna say she can plan the trip for me, and I don't know about it, and it's gonna be cool. I could plan the trip for her. I got OCD. Um, I'm old school. I was taught how to, you know what I mean, actually do certain things. You know what I mean? Pick up on certain things and know how to treat somebody a certain way. So yeah, when I plan stuff, I try to plan it all the way out. I think a lot of things we do like when we go on a trip is the spirit of the moment. Um, because we're going to get away because we're tired of that regimen. So you don't want something that's planned for you where you're not really enjoying the moment. Yeah, I try to plan to make sure we get out to be a tourist and get to those spots that I know I'll like and she'll like mutually because I pay attention. I heard her speak about it. I see her looking at it. So things like that. But it's just more so because you go through a daily regimen. When you going on vacation, that's one of the things that you try to break is that regimen. So yeah, you have things planned, but a lot of things is getting up spirit in the moment. Y'all enjoying them. Y'all thinking about it. Y'all talking about it. Y'all agreeing on it. And y'all going out to do it. That's what make it fun. So that's me on that point.
Good answer, sir. Good answer, sir. I appreciate that, Mr. Black. Mr. Black, can you give us your thoughts?
Can my significant other plan me a trip? Yeah, for sure. I'm saying it don't take much. Like Reese said, it don't take much to please me. But I'm more of a spontaneous type person. So anything fun, adventurous, like Sean said, I'm down for it. And if I'm with that person, they should know me enough to know what I enjoy to do, what I enjoy doing. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, she can.
Let's
See,
see.
for me, for me, I'm not necessarily used to having that done. So when it happens, I am all for it. I don't care what it is. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not gonna look at it as, well, this was a little basic. This was a little boring. This was a little this, or this was a little that. At the end of the day, when you come from situations and you come from a background where you have to do it all, and you finally get a situation where somebody wants to do it for you, it feels good regardless. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know if you guys allow for in-game changes because it may not start out exactly what you want. But if in-game changes are allowed, then you can make any situation, you know, what it is you want. So yes, I have the utmost confidence in my significant other to plan a trip for me because she knows me damn near better than I know myself. So I'm not even tripping on that end. I just I just believe, like, I just think we gotta sometimes we gotta let the reins go a little bit. Just let them go and see where we end up at. It might be completely different than what you thought.
I think it. I agree, and
I
I think
agree.
going on vacation is being spontaneous too. I think it's a lot of control in a vacation. You know, everything got to be a certain way. Everything got to be at a certain time. Spontaneousness and the unknowing is what brings another excitement to the vacation.
I agree. I feel like when you go on a vacation, it's your chance, me personally, to be out here and be grown. You know, I do a lot of parenting. So, I want to get out here and be grown. You know what I mean?
I
Experience.
understand that.
I
I
I
want
got
to
you.
understand that.
experience life. So I really don't be, I mean, some things be planned, like you may do this or whatever, but I agree to that. And I hear what y'all saying about, trusting your partner and all that stuff. But see, it's so very easy for y'all to say that because, see, women, we naturally, not all women, but most women, and I ain't even going to say most, we pay attention to details. So y'all don't have to worry about us making sure that it's something that y'all like because we know what you like. That's just something that we do. And see, most men, they sometimes do not pay attention to the finer details and certain things to say, you know what, she really do like this. So won't I go find this? She really likes history. So we're in this historic place, maybe I should find a museum. No, they'll find a hot dog stand because they remember you like hot dogs. It'd be dumb stuff. And see, you don't got time for that. You know what I'm saying?
You really disrespecting men.
That's some spontaneous stuff, but it ain't the right spontaneous. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't nothing disrespectful. I hear what y'all saying, and y'all got a lot of faith in us because
You
we give y'all the reason to. But see,
See,
y'all
but you
definitely.
also like I'm gonna keep it like I said. I'm gonna keep it 100 and funky. I'm a Leo. At,
Oh,
at the end of the day, I don't need control as long as I got control. If you understand what I'm saying.
yeah, because Leos are controlling. Go ahead.
So when you talk about trusting, understand where I'm coming from. I don't need to have control. As long as I know I got control, I'm good. You getting what I'm saying? So planning for me is not that easy. And I'm a picky eater.
It's not even honestly. It's not.
When I say picky eater, oh my God. Like, so being able to feed me is a job all within itself.
Honestly, it's not even about trust, and it's not even about control. It's about knowing your partner. You know what I mean? I know right now we're speaking in general because we know for a fact in general, you know what I mean? Like, I can't really specifically speak on my man right now because I'm single right now. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
But
I
I'm
am too.
in,
My man is
He is
imaginary.
listening.
but you know, but and I'm sorry, we keep calling you even Sion or Sean. Is it Sion or Sean?
Theon.
Sion. Okay. I
Theon.
think what Sion pointed out was something vital. It's not about control. It's not about you having trust issues with your partner. It's about you knowing your partner. And what he pointed out was, I know her and she know me. So when you know each other's ins and outs, if I know that my partner is not going to pay attention to all the details, or he going to mess around and be one of those ones that's green and fall for the Chilean Island trip and think that it's the cream of the crop, I'm going to have to say, babe, nah, let me double check. Let me track your steps. You know what I mean? But if I've already built that level of trust and communication with him to where he knows you bet not book my fat butt for no 100-degree tour walking up no mountains when you know I don't like walking up, a flight of stairs, stuff like that. Well, Sean said my man is Jamaica. I'm gonna find him over there. I'm pretty sure I am. I don't know. They speak to my heart different.
Yeah, we different breed of men. We raised a little different.
So spinning off from that, from what we were talking about as far as the planning, what is it that you look for when you're going on vacation? You have different travel personalities. You got your foodies, you got your action packed junkies to where I want to go cliff diving, I want to jump off something all the way in the sky. You got those to where they're just like, I'm cool with just chilling in the pool or on the beach with a tropical drink. So those travel personalities go a long way, especially if yours, you can do whatever if you rolling single. It might be a divided group if it's a fellas trip or a girls trip because everybody got different personalities. But then it can also be a bit of a challenge if it's you and one significant other and it's just the two of y'all. So like when it comes to things like that, what is it that you're looking for to experience? Even as a single, and even with you in a couple, and if you know that that's something that's opposite of what your significant other likes to do, like how do y'all go about that? Off the okay, as long as I get to do or look for what it is that I can get out of this trip or whatever, and we're good. Like, what exactly is that, and how do you go about that?
Well, I have an A type personality, so I want to do a lot of fun, exciting things. So I want to parasail if we can, jump off a mountain into some water, something definitely with a lot of water surrounding because that brings peace to me. So if I'm going on a trip, that's something that I'm looking for, peace away from what I had going on at home. Um, so, I'm not really big on like riding motorcycles and all of that type of stuff. But, I do some scuba diving and all of this, that type of stuff. I look for that. I look for food, locations. I'm not really big drinker, but I'll do like wine, maybe. We need to go to like Amsterdam. See, my man gonna know me. We gonna have to go somewhere like Amsterdam and do like a whole, smokers tour
I knew it was coming.
through the
Yes, sir.
through the red district.
Here we go.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness.
Look
There we
at a
go.
couple boobs while we, get a couple
All right, we gonna keep
puffs.
it PG, girl. We about to wrap this show up.
Straight
But see,
rated
y'all
R.
asking, y'all gotta, you trying to figure out what you want to do. Now, I ain't trying to go nowhere like Miami where they got those new beaches and you seeing all the saggy stuff. I want to keep it culture, you know.
They got that in Europe too, though. That's where
Ain't
I
nobody
live,
doing
bro.
that.
Let
Listen,
me say something. If it's you and your significant other, ain't that, let's be 100. Is y'all know each other, so therefore, he don't care what you look like. Step out there. If that's how you want
mm-mm.
to step out there,
It
he
ain't
don't.
about me. It's about what everybody else look like.
He ain't paying attention to everybody else. See, that's the
I
thing.
am,
We
and I
men,
ain't trying to
men got moves.
see. Come on, man. I ain't
I
seeing
heard that.
nobody.
I hear
I
that
ain't trying
so
to see
many
no
times.
elastic
I
skin.
just want you all to understand. If we picked you with the elastic skin, with the extra, back fat, all of that,
See
I don't
on.
even
This is
care.
the thing. This ain't about me, cause I know he like me, and this ain't about him liking nothing else.
I
This
know it's on the
about
inside. It's
me.
right here.
No, it's about me. I don't want to see nobody
I'm gonna tell you, close
sagging.
your eyes, cause I tell my baby in
I
a
mean, look,
heartbeat when I'm on
you
the
gonna
beach,
see
I
what you
don't
gonna
like one
see,
piece
but
of you. I'm gonna
it
take
ain't
you
about
to
that.
the ass.
Now I ain't going to no new
There
beaches. I don't care
you
what
go.
nobody say. In Jesus' name, I'm staying away. I don't want to see no elastic skin. I don't want to see, no sagging, nothing, nothing. Cause it be nothing but old people on there sowing they royal oaks, and I ain't. Don't soil them in my
We have to do this
direction.
again, Mike. We are about.
There you go.
DeAndre, you want to step in? Is
Oh man.
Oh my goodness, this should have been an after
So,
session.
but to answer your question, I'm an adventurous type of person, and if I'm dealing with somebody, I know that they have to be adventurous too. So
Hmm.
anything, you know what I'm saying? So when we go on a trip, we're gonna do something adventurous, like you know what I'm saying, skydiving, zip lining, cliff diving, scuba diving, whatever you want, you know what I'm saying, riding quads. We're gonna do something adventurous. And then we have, you know what I'm saying, a couple of days where you might want to hit the spa or something and relax.
Come on now. We
So
traveling, buddies. We traveling together.
all right.
What I
That
what I
You single, right?
was you know here playing matchmaker.
look, what I'm basically getting from this is everybody basically go back to the same thing, that you know your mate. If you know your mate, then you already know what the trip, how to plan the trip, what y'all gonna do. Like for me and my wife, we basic together. So we not looking for all of that uh
Glitz and
wild
glam.
crazy stuff. When we get out, we looking to get away from them damn kids. So I'm gonna be on and the dog. Drives me crazy.
Right.
Hey,
Kids and
I
Going
the
know.
dog.
somewhere to
I
be
be looking to get away.
grown. Going somewhere to be grown. You know, look, like my kid gone for the weekend. I'm grown for 2 days. You hear me?
Yeah.
2 days. That's how you got to look at it. It's going off and doing some stuff you don't get to do on a regular basis.
And
Well,
it ain't more
I
so
guess
going crazy, going buck wild. I'm gonna keep it simple, but it's always good to just like I get the adventurous stuff. I'm adventurous to a certain point, but I ain't going buck wild with it. And I know my significant other don't go buck wild with it, so I stay in the lane. But for the most part, it's like go do something fun, go chill out. Go
yeah,
for a smoke spot. A couple of
Hmm.
dispensaries and
Don't
tear
leave
it up.
that out. Don't leave that out.
Tear it up. You know what I mean? And enjoy wherever we at. Yeah,
um,
that's what it is.
like,
Or we bring
but
our
nah,
own and just tear it up.
to keep it
Don't leave it
to
out.
keep it real. I guess when I go to look for something, somewhere to go, like I've traveled as a single person, and I've traveled, in my relationship. Traveling single, it was all about, the fun. Like it was all about, how far can I get to the line without crossing it?
How many? Let me stop because I forgot this ain't after dark.
You
I
see what
was
I'm
about.
saying? So how, that's the way it was when I was, single. Travel was always how far can I push the line? You know what I mean? And that was the
Hmm.
way I booked my trips based on where I wanted to go, how long I wanted to stay, and all those other things. But now that I'm in, I'm in my relationship, it definitely is a mix between what I like, what she like, and and ultimately the smile on her face makes my vacation. If I can make her happy while we're on vacation,
You trying to get brownie
I'm
points?
happy regardless of where we go and what we do. That's just keeping it 100. Like it does not matter if we out, we going to do stuff, we stay inside, But I do know one thing for her that whatever room we stay in better have a tub with jets in it. That's already preset. If it ain't, you know what I mean? Like I already know that there's no room we gonna stay in that ain't got a tub with jets in it. So guess what? We can actually figure out a way to make that a whole entire weekend or whatever the case might be. But whatever puts it, being in a relationship now, whatever puts a smile on her face, I'm good. But before, oh, I was all about pushing the line. You know what I mean? Like, are they gonna call the police if I do this? You get what I'm saying? Like that was my travel plans. You know what I mean? Like, you go on vacation and end up on probation. That was my life.
I think a
So
lot of
with that being said, what I got a good question. Do you have a travel ego? And if so, I'm sorry, do you have a travel alter ego? And if so,
Ooh,
exactly what is that ego?
ooh.
Something that's total opposite of who you are back at home, what you normally do back at home. Like, some people when they travel, they know I'm in a place where no one knows my name. I don't have to worry about someone judging me for doing something that I'm not going to be comfortable with doing back home. It's not going to come back to me. They can't put it on my social media. They don't know me. So this is the person that I want to be when I'm away from home type deal. Um,
And don't they be it?
why
And
you
don't
laughing
they
at
be?
me, Andre?
Because I know she's about.
And don't they
Sameka about to
be
say something
it?
crazy. I know she
right,
about to say something wild.
I ain't
right.
about to say nothing wild. I'm just about to say they really be living a true life out there. You be like, Jesus. You know, some people be having a inner spirit about them that they should keep to themselves.
What you mean by that exactly? Oh my
They
god.
should. Keep it to themselves. Keep it to themselves. Everywhere you go, everybody ain't got to see who you really are. You can, you
But,
know.
but being on vacation, like she said, don't nobody know you.
Right.
Ain't,
Yeah.
no, ain't,
Hey
ain't
man,
nobody
look.
gonna be whispering in church. You know
Hey
what I
look.
mean? Like
I
that's
get it.
not gonna happen.
If
Listen,
you
I get
think
it. I
about it,
get it. I get
right?
it. But
If
some
you
reservation is okay. I mean, I moved away from DC and I moved to another state. And I felt like that was a great opportunity for me to actually be who I really felt like I was because no one in Georgia knew who I was. I could, my name was on the streets in DC, but I'm just, it's scribble scrabble here. Everybody don't know me. It's okay. I could be my best, but it had reservations. I came with, a clean slate. I ain't come out there. You go to some places, like, I go to Miami a lot. That's where people really like to be their true self at. And who got time for that? They should keep that person in the closet.
so this is the thing. It's a difference when you're moving versus when you're vacationing. And I do
It
get
really is.
by that because when you're moving out of your known, that you've known all your life, that you've grown up, around pretty much all your life, you have an opportunity to live and see things from a different perspective. However, this vacation, you know for a fact, this is a temporary visit. I can
Mm.
do something that's not going to give me a name. Like if I move somewhere and I'm doing some frivolous activities that could possibly give me a name, because these people are going to eventually know me. They're going to keep seeing me. But on this vacation, the same people that's on vacation is not going to know me unless they
And
come
then you go back to the
back.
house 2 years later and they be like, Loose booted Judy, I remember you. You was on the goat last time you came here. And yeah, you see what I'm saying? They still gonna remember you. They still gonna remember you
Yeah,
if you
I
go,
would
if
be
you
like,
get buck
people that
wild.
don't technically know them. You know what I'm saying? To where
That's like, you ever seen
that's
those
when it's
movies?
like it's that it's that different personality or that how can I say that devil on the right show. It don't even have to be a bad person to be
Yeah.
honest, but it could be a different part of you that you have caged in that you need
Hmm.
to
So,
release.
what's your take, Mr. Black? What's your take?
It depends on where I'm going and who I'm with.
Come on now, Mr. Black.
Now, 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 if I'm comfortable around you, you know what I'm saying, and we cool, you might see the, you know what I'm saying, the fun, and we gonna have fun regardless. But like, it just, I guess it depends on
Your
who
turn up
there.
go to another level a little bit.
Yeah, but I gotta be comfortable around you. Like, I have to know, like, I have to know, like, if I get super drunk or something, I gotta know the people with me. They gonna look out. They gonna make sure I'm straight,
Right. They ain't gonna
even
leave
if
you
it's
in the
on vacation
cab.
or not.
That's
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I gotta make.
So,
So, it just,
so here's the thing. Like I said, me and Sion have traveled before. We've been cool. We've been tight. We've been brothers for God knows how long. And when we go on vacation, and it's like you know, like Dre said, it depends on who you with. Now, we with the family and everything, whatever. Then of course we gonna keep it,
Cordial.
family oriented and how we do things and this, that, and the third. But when you leave us to our own devices,
Mm, mm.
it goes to a level that we should have handlers. Like how you got
I'm
you know
like
what I
that.
mean? Like
I'm the opposite. If
that
I'm with my
we
family,
need somebody because we're together. Like that's the thing. Like when he said it all depends on who you with. I know he got my back. And he know I got his. So we let loose together. Like we are together. If anything gonna happen to us, you gonna find both of us.
Yeah.
That's just how it
Talk.
works. And it only happens like that when you're in that comfortable zone. If I'm not with somebody that I trust like that, then I'm gonna keep it reserved. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna make sure I understand what's going on, and I might play by the rules for the most part. But at the end of the day, if I'm with somebody that I know can cover me, oh man, I'm turning all the way up. I'm taking the knobs off
I'm the opposite. If I'm with my family, my whole mission is to be buck wild because
because you know they got you.
I know my family gonna hold me down. The mission, we out here looking for prey. But
Lord
if
Jesus.
I'm in a if I'm going with a spouse, right? If I ain't farted around him yet, I'm on my best behavior. I'm out there speaking like the queen. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
God.
I'm giving out the waves. Hello, lovey. Good darlings. Yes.
Reese,
Do you have some
set
Grey
that up. What we
Poupon?
was talking about earlier. Set that up. You need to be building that tonight.
I'm
Set that
telling you.
up.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be out. I'm out there asking for, Grey Poupon. I ain't doing. I'm living. I'm living a wine and cheese life with him. Yes. Let me have a salad with
If
one
I haven't
crouton.
passed gas around him yet, we're not going on no vacation.
That's what I'm saying. Cause I can't be my whole self with him. I can't be my whole self with him. And depending on the location I'm going to, some places I go to, you know what I'm saying? See, and my man got to respect me. He got to understand me. You know what I mean? Some places I go to, it's Smuggle City. I'm bringing what I got with me. You got to be able to know that. So if we got to go, you got to go. See, all that stuff be, we need, you know.
I mean, for the most part, like you said, situational. We get it.
See, but
It,
with
it
I'm turned up with my family. I'm gonna turn up. I'm gonna act like a fool with them.
All right, let me. Can I say something? I'm gonna actually say I'm kind of blessed. I got the best of both worlds because my friends is my family, and my family, all my
Hmm.
friends know 'em. So just about my kids call my friends uncles because I call them my brothers. So
Mhm.
because we had this relationship that we built over a long period of time. So I kind of I get it and I understand it, but I'm actually fortunate to be able to do it with both because I can turn up with my homies because I already know, and I can turn up with my family because I know, even down to my daughters, they gonna go.
Mm.
So it don't make a difference. I'm just happy about that. But what I noticed the most, and I noticed no one said it, coming from the situations that we come from, namely living in the city, um, you tend to leave out. Once you leave out the city, you nicer. You become more approachable than what you are.
Hospitable.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the perfect word because you so built up with aggression in the city because that's how the city is. It forces you to be aggressive.
Yeah, you walking down
And
the
that's
street
that
and
travel,
speaking.
and that's that travel. That's a part of it. That's why I said that having a travel alter ego, it doesn't necessarily. And I think when you say stuff like that, people automatically think, "Oh, that means I got to turn up. That means my travel alter ego means I get to cut loose, turn up. I get to act a fool, flip tables, and I don't have to worry about nothing." Some people that is some people's travel, alter egos. But a lot of things, like I said, it could be that person, that place of peace that you got to keep kind of bottled in because of your surroundings. You know what I mean? Like I had emphasized with everyone, and I have a very loving, supportive family or whatnot. But like I expressed to everyone, when I, buried my father in August, of course we all were together. We supported one another. You know what I'm saying? We uplifted one another. However, I can't explain it, but I got a level of peace when I went to Jamaica by myself after his services. I went by myself and I wanted to purposely go by myself. And it was just a sense of peace and something that I could do and release that I don't feel I could have done if I'd have stayed home to help me actually relieve and actually really start my grieving process and my healing process, so to speak. So
Yeah.
it doesn't necessarily have to be a negative alter ego. It could just
Hmm.
be something, a part of you that you can't let out in your normal atmosphere because of what
Hmm.
you know.
Sometimes when you go through tragedies, a place of solitude is the best. And so, going somewhere, you know, by yourself and with your own thoughts, with your own feelings. You don't have to meet anybody's expectations on how you feel or how you mourn or how release or whatever the case being it is. And that's when my transition when my parents passed was to move away from DC, not to really go and take a vacation, but to just kind of move away. And that's what I did. And that's why it was easier for me to kind of be a different individual because I came from, I need this type of thing. And I think that's what it was for you too. It's a need to
Yeah.
release. You know what I'm saying? And you release the toxins sometimes, like Sion said, when you come from this type of environment, I don't live in a bad neighborhood, but somebody got their hand shot off a couple of days ago. So, it's like it's a toss and turn with
Mm-hmm.
it. So, as much peace as you think you got is as much terror as you deal with within your environment. So sometimes when you get out of it, you know, that's where you really need that peace, that solitude. That's why a lot of places that I go looking for water because it brings some type of peace to me. You sit in front of it and you release your feelings and let it pass on with the waves, and
And
it's
that's
the best
exactly
thing
what I
ever.
did. That's a Pisces thing right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put me by the water and I'm good. I hear nothing else. I can't
Mm-mm.
think about. I'm in peace.
Yeah.
So yeah. So this is good. So for the most part, I can't even really say who was better than the, who was better than the other, even with y'all trying to double team because it's very understandable. And it was a lot of reasonable explanations from both perspectives. A lot of things we all were kind of on the same page about. Some things we were more elevated, and some things we were more laid back about. And I think that's probably what it all boiled down to when it's women versus men traveling. Um, and then again, it's no stereotypes type thing to where everybody doesn't fit in the same bucket. Um, same gender or not, I think it's just a personality thing, who you are as a person, period. Um, it's like how we were speaking about the whole trusting your significant other to put on trips for you and stuff like that or whatever. Am I breaking up, y'all? Is that me or Sameka?
I got on headphones. Why that's me?
Yeah, I
It
don't
sound
know
like,
if everybody can just mute their mic.
I think that was yours because I don't hear it now. It was breaking up real bad. Um, But yeah, I think it's all about the different personalities you as an individual. I know it's just it always seems to be a big stereotype or everybody being put under a big bucket because the mass majority of, whatever gender may be on the same direction than the others or whatever the case may be. But I think it just all boils down to who you are and where your mindset is and your personality is as a person. Women overall, we're nurturers. We are detail oriented for the most part. So there's some things that we just gotta have a little bit more hands on with that we want, to be extra prepared. Fellas, you kind of give us that balance because you do bring in that more laid back perspective. Like you're gonna do it. You're gonna get it done. You may not get it done exactly the way I want it, but you're gonna make sure you kind of balance out that business and that work mindset with women when we're trying to put things together and planning things and things of that sort. That's what one of my major takeaways was from a lot of this. I like the fact that we are different in a lot of ways because it kind of balances you all out. You know, sometimes that person who play around too much, who's too laid back, needs somebody to kick them in the butt and say, "All right, come on, you need to take this part serious." You know what I mean? And really get things done. And then sometimes that person that's a workaholic needs that person to say, "Look, you really need to just sit back, take and sit on the passenger seat with this one, and really just relax and enjoy yourself." It's balance.
Yeah, and I just want people to know, if you were watching this or you watch it on a replay or whatever the case might be, you know, yeah, we had a little fun and things were a little, I guess a little kooky outside of our normal shows or whatever the case may be. But please take away, the things that were said that you just you can't ignore. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, being comfortable when traveling means everything. And
Mhm.
we all have our comfort zones. We all have our must haves. We all have our gotta do's. We all have those things. But none of those things matter if we never get out and travel. If we never get out and go do it, none of these things matter. You know what I mean? You never have the opportunity for your significant other to plan a vacation from start to finish. You never find out if you have a travel ego, or alter ego, so to speak. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we have to take the first step and travel. We hear these things and it's like, well, I don't know if that's me. Well, if you don't know if any of these things fit you, or if you don't know if this is you in any way, that means you're not traveling. And there's something missing from you because as much as leaving, provides peace, being on vacation and being able to travel and being able to experience life somewhere else adds value. It adds back to you. It gives you something that you can remember, something that you can hold on to, something that you can look forward to when that time comes around again. Because like you said, like you had a tragedy and you needed to go away to kind of reset yourself and get to be centered again. Well, there's going to come a time where you're going to have to remember those days, and then there's going to come a time for that anniversary date to come about, and being able to have that experience where you went somewhere to be centered. It either gives you the opportunity to draw on that experience or go do it again. So being able to get up and travel, it enriches you. It brings a sense of calm. Like nobody said they hated to go travel. I don't care what was said on this on tonight. Nobody said they hated to travel. Everybody enjoyed it for whatever reason, however it needed to be done for them. But the key to the whole thing was you got to go.
You're right. I think
I got
that's
something to
that
say.
sums it up. You got to
If you
take
gonna
away.
go on vacation, if you gonna go on a vacation, make sure you know your partner. You can't just be
Yep.
taking
Boom,
anybody. You can't be taking
boom.
anybody. But a lot of people do that. They be, you know what I'm saying. But if
Hey
you going
man,
on
that's a
vacation
point
with somebody,
that
make
has
sure
been missing.
you know
Yeah.
who
Yeah, I
you know who
agree.
they are.
I agree. I think the problem is, and something that hasn't been said the whole time when we talking about planning a vacation, it's real difficult to plan a vacation in a new relationship. That's the most important thing that we missed. But when you've been around somebody for so long, it's second nature because you already know that person inside and out. Uh, and and it becomes easier. It becomes way easier. So I'll put that out there too.
I love it. I love it. Samika, you got a takeaway for the show before we wrap it up?
Um, yeah. Uh, Yeah, trust your partner. Trust your partner, a little more. And I think that's what I got. Listen, I think everybody touched on some really great things, and I think everybody said some really good points on a lot of stuff. Did I take anything away from it? Not necessarily. I just think that everybody said some really good things that, I could, well, I guess I did, that I could kind of put, to my, what's the name? I ain't going to stop packing the way I'm going to pack. I ain't going to stop turning up the way I'm turning up. And I'm still gonna be me. I'm still gonna wanna be surprised, but don't surprise me. You know. Um,
Nobody wants to change you.
no,
Just being
I'm
able
just
to open
saying. No,
your
I don't.
eyes. That it's done differently sometimes.
No, I ain't saying that anybody wants to change me. I'm just saying that I do got some. I mean, I took some really great things. I think that if I ever was to go on a vacation with someone, a lot of the points that you guys have given, I can take those into some type of retrospect. But because I'm single, I'm living a single life and I'm living a single grown life. So, you know, amen to the person that encountered me on a trip.
Oh my goodness. With that being said, oh my
Yes.
goodness. This girl is a firecracker. I love it. I love it.
Mm.
This has been great. I love it. Like we said, no, we out of all of this, no one said that they hated to travel. And I love to peek and see the different mindsets and experiences behind everybody when they do their travels, whether you're single, you're married, whether male, female, whatever the case. It's always fun to pick some brains and see what y'all doing and why y'all doing it. But I thank you guys for tuning in out there. I thank you guys on the panel for being amazing, funny guests today. All good. Um, I will be back in Jamaica at the end of this. Find me a little fleet thing up. It's like, no, but
Hey, look, it's
Usual,
wintertime.
as usual.
It's wintertime. It's cuffing season.
I gotta
You hear
navigate to
me?
the wombs. So I'm gonna navigate to the wombs while y'all get ready for the snow here in DC. But no, it's been a pleasure. This is fun as always. I always look forward to these platforms and the laughs and the jokes and the education out of this. It's a combination of it all. And this is why we do what we do. We get all the travel misfits. So thank you guys again. I don't know what Hurricane Ian is doing out there. I think it didn't hit a couple of folks already on our end, the remnants of it. So be extremely safe. Keeping you guys all up in prayers. Outside of that, have an amazing weekend. Thank you guys again for being amazing hosts on the show today.
Hey, look, don't forget to tune in next week. Next week is an awesome show as well. You won't want to miss it. I promise you, you're gonna get more than what you think from the show next week. So if you hearing my voice, tune in next week. It is what as my one of my mom's friends would say, it is the coup of grace for the for, for our first section of shows. Like, trust me, it's going to be something you don't want to miss.
All right. With
Well,
that being
amen. Amen and Merry Christmas. I see y'all on the next cruise.
That's right.
This is say
good
next
night.
cruise.
Yes. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Yo, she is.
Hold on.